보석상?
He's probably the owner of the jewelry. I've got to stop putting minor
아 그래, 헤이즈 교수 만나러 갑시다. 오케이, 세이브. 이미 안중에도 없음. 사막으로, 기차역으로, 북쪽 출구, 염색 가게. 쪽 출구.
That's the gendarmerie.
아하. 경찰서 생긴 것 봐.
I beg your pardon?
Bonjour. How can I help you?
네, 남자 구하러 가는 거예요.
I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different of payment of bail, of course.
보석금이요?
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
200프랑이면은 우리나라 돈으로 얼마입니까?
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us any time.
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3
35마력?
gears and 0 to 60 in 45
750마력이었던
seconds.
You certainly seem to like it. That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
20프랑이 한
A
20만 원
particularly
정도 되나?
uninteresting desk.
얼마 정도 되죠? 우리나라 돈으로?
I don't think...
22만 원?
Hey, young man.
What? Who?
Over here. From the cell window.
헤이즈
Hayes?
교수인가 보다.
Professor Hayes.
네, 안녕하세요.
We have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you.
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the eye of the dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala.
던져주세요.
After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi
창문
leader
넘어서
talked about
던져주세요.
Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis
아,
want to find
나치
it as well.
이게 정확히 2차 세계대전 일어나기
For
2년
years, no one
전일걸요?
believed me. Refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job. But I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you?
아이 그냥
Get me
용의
out of
눈을
here, and I'll tell
던져줘.
you everything that I know. Not a second
아,
has passed over
답답.
the last 14
용의 눈을
years
그냥
when I
창문을
didn't
통해서
think about
던져주면 되는
finding
거 아닙니까?
Shambhala. Oh, my heart. All this excitement is too
아,
much
내가
for me.
Are you ill?
200g까지
Not
써야 돼?
ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not
이런.
willing to part with the eye quite yet, but don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll
날
worry
못
about the
믿는구나
eye.
아직.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but if you can sell it for a few francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon.
아이고. 뭐야 토르의 손잡이?
The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or 5 for this crank handle.
오예. 하나하나 또 차근차근 찾아봅시다.
Ow! The sun's heated this thing to a blistering temperature. I don't need to add...
염색 가게. 오.
I don't really want to wash my hands here. I'm not 5 years old. Covering myself in paint doesn't really appeal. Okay, maybe a bit.
Hello. May I interrupt you?
Welcome to my dye factory. What brings you here?
여기선 뭘
What
염색하죠?
exactly do you dye here?
Oh, simply everything. Cloth and clothing, fabrics, wool, skins, leather.
어떻게
How do you
만드나요?
produce these dyes?
They are all natural colors. We extract them from plants, fruits and minerals, amongst other things. The red color here is made from iron-rich clay, and the green is made from lichen. For some colors we use ingredients of animal origin. Very good colors come from a certain species of aphids and snails. The purple color there comes from fluid secreted by a particular snail. Wool takes this color very well.
Nice. So you can cuddle up in your lovely woolen
아,
jumper made from
찜찜한데?
snail secretion.
Perhaps your standards in the West are somewhat more backward.
I've something else to see to. Salam.
살람.
Salam. Greetings, stranger. I have the freshest and juiciest fruits from far and wide.
Thanks, I can see that. Can you recommend something special?
I just got these juicy figs a short time ago, and the dates are also very fresh.
Oh, no thanks. They're not really my thing. Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by again.
살람.
Come closer.
Oh.
Wanna play a game? Just 25 francs to play.
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs.
쉣.
Sorry, but those are the rules.
I
옆에
haven't got
팔이
that
꼬인
much
거 봐.
on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with.
종잣돈이 필요해.
Assalamu alaikum, my friend.
살람 알레이쿰.
Come and have a look at my local produce. You won't find anything better this side of the Atlas Mountains.
What do you have to offer?
I can give you
25%이면은?
perfectly tailored jalabas.
25,000원?
I have
한
almost
판에
every
25,000원이
size and
넘는
color
거야?
in stock.
Jelly... You have what now?
They are the Berbers' traditional costumes that you see here before you, my friend. The jalabas are worn throughout North Africa.
Good to know. What does a jalaba like this cost?
We can discuss prices later, my friend.
와, 장사 한번 잘하네.
First,
값은
take
나중에
a good
따지네.
look at the stock. Have a good feel of the structure of the fabric.
아,
Try something on
고단수인데?
if you want. Only then will you realize the exceptional quality of my stock.
그래서
I'm
얼마나
more
하는
of
거죠?
a quantity, not quality guy. How much?
Before I give you a price, you must realize I only manufacture using the finest materials. You won't find better textiles anywhere this side of the Atlas Mountains.
Yes, you said that before.
I see that shopping for the Western man is not the art it should be.
마음에
But
들었다기까지.
I like that about you. You are a worthy opponent. A man with character and a strong mind.
I'm glad someone sees that. I just wish it weren't you. No offense.
None taken, my friend. Perhaps the lady too will see these things when you wear such fine clothing. I shall offer you a special price,
아니,
my friend.
그래서 가격이 얼마야?
I like you.
와, 장사
I
너무
think
잘하는데?
you really want to wear it. And I think that it is made for you. But you must promise me not to tell anyone about the price.
Scout's honor.
Good. Then
어허,
listen
겁나 비싸.
carefully,
야, 30만
for
원이요?
I can only make this offer once.
옷이
I
30만
will
원이요?
give you this jalaba for just 300 francs. No joke. Do we have a deal?
How can I
세상에.
put this politely? Not in a month of Sundays. Sorry, I'm just somewhat financially challenged right now. That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam.
살람. 세상에.
Nothing I want to buy, and no salesman lurking around either.
포스터.
Visit the Great Berber Festival and enjoy dancing, music, and traditional delicacies. Just north of the town and easy to get to.
골목길. 뱀술사?
Good day. May I interrupt you briefly?
A tourist. Assalamu alaikum. Can I interest you in a
아살랄레쿰.
demonstration of my art?
I don't technically have time. But why not?
Watch very closely.
아, 설마 이렇게 보고 돈 뜯는 거 아니야? 오.
Nice job. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Sidi.
매우 훌륭하네요.
That was... lovely.
Thanks, my friend. Unfortunately, not everyone here appreciates it.
What do you mean?
Recently, I was driven out of the bazaar. I'm not allowed to play there anymore. The merchants accused me of scaring away the customers. This flute is something very special.
와.
It has belonged to my family for more than 100 years and can produce magical tones. My forefathers were nomads and played music for their camel herds with this flute.
Come again? For their camel herd.
낙타요?
Exactly. Camels are very sensitive creatures, you know. They always serve their masters faithfully. Nomads need camels in order to survive the desert. Thus, there is a unique bond between an animal and his owner, which can best be expressed through music. Camels can feel the warmth and gratitude emanating from the sounds of the flute, completely different to the ignorant and soulless traders here in town. These peasants do not know good music. Unlike you, my friend.
And the camels, of course. I'm
필이요.
loving the story you told me about this flute.
탐나네요.
No wonder, Sidi. The flute is something very special.
Is it really true that the sound of a flute has a special effect on camels?
Allah is my witness.
Can I convince you to give me a demonstration?
No offense, Sidi, but in order to find a camel, we will need to leave the town, and my legs aren't what they used to be. If the whole thing really interests you, you can borrow the flute and try it out yourself.
Ah, grand.
Not so fast, Sidi. There's an old saying that goes, "Give and you shall receive." If I lend you my flute, I'll have to take a break. And when I have a break, I get thirsty.
Understood.
필이 빌려.
You'll lend me your flute if I
이거
get you something to
빌려달라는 게
drink.
아니라 먹는 거 아니야?
Yes. Okay.
I always wanted to learn how to teach snakes these tricks. I mean, how long on average does it take to teach a cobra to move to the rhythm of the music?
I shall be honest with you, stranger. Like most snakes, my cobra
와,
is completely deaf.
아
It does
그렇구나.
not even hear the music. It just follows the movements
와.
of my hands.
피리
But the
소리 때문에
music
그런 게 아니었네.
creates the right
와,
atmosphere
사실 저렇게
amongst the spectators.
저렇게 장사하는
My
거네요.
thirst for knowledge is quenched.
와,
I'll be off then.
Salam, stranger.
와, 저 몰랐어요. 전 진짜 피리 소리 가지고 그런 줄 알았는데.
Make jewelry? Buy just now understand.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me
무서워.
guess.
생긴
You
것
are
봐.
from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I heard you talking just now. How can Jamil help you?
Well,
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No. A young
어제
daredevil
방송이요?
like you
차일드
not yet
오브
died
라이트
down.
유튜브로
You're
올라왔어요.
looking for a diamond for your mistress.
유튜브로 올라왔으니까 없죠.
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
이 반지 갖고
listen,
왔는데.
Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well.
아, 세상에.
But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you,
마음에
and
들었대.
I wish to be honest with you. You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say,
아니 2,000원이요?
break the bank.
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, final offer. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon,
쿠폰?
I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry
아니
polished to
니들이
shine,
암드냐?
Jamil will do
쿠폰
that for you for free.
암드 지포
Take it or
쓰냐?
leave it.
쿠폰
I
뿌리게?
hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler. Okay, fine.
세상에.
Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't forget your coupon, Sidi.
You have
아
lovely
진짜
jewelry.
쿠폰도 줬어.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learnt the trade from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy. How's business?
Marrakesh is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now, with the Berber rebellion in the
네,
past,
안녕하세요.
we attract visitors once more.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money.
그럼 이만.
I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
그 갔나? 라코스텐가 뭔가? 아, 아직 있네.
I can't just take it. Everything's
그래.
been confiscated.
합리적인 사람의 말이 통할지도 몰라.
I should talk to Lacoste.
Monsieur Lacoste?
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
심장력이요,
Yes.
심장력.
And I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison... Too much upset for an old man. In any case, the drops were in a small case and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot
이런.
possibly hand over any piece
아,
from
그러다
this shop
죽으면
before I
어떡하라고.
have catalogued
사람이
everything
쓰러져
in it.
죽을 수도 있다는데.
This man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur Hayes' property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
Ah, bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis. Monsieur, about...
Oui,
Do you think you could make an exception and give me the...
I will give you the kit.
Touché.
You'll see me...
안
Au revoir,
통하는. 경찰서 갔다 옵시다.
Good day.
What do you
힘세고
want now?
강하다지.
It's about Professor Hayes. I've known him a long time now, and I know he suffers from heart disease.
He seems perfectly healthy to me.
Yes, he is, but only if he takes his medication regularly. That's the whole point. I want to fetch his heart drops from his shop. The problem is, I can't get them without official approval. Would you be so kind as to stamp this application form?
Pardon. I really
shit.
cannot do that.
Why? Is there something wrong with your hand? Here, let me take a look at that.
There is nothing wrong with my hand, monsieur. I do not have the authority to grant your application. Contact the
누구요?
head of the department or the judge.
아, 내일이요?
They are both back in
아,
town
뒷골.
tomorrow.
Oh, great. You know what? I don't think I'd give you any authority if I were them either.
And if you were them, monsieur, you would know better than to insult an officer of the gendarmerie. Now, excuse me, s'il vous plaît.
This man desperately needs his medication. Please stamp the form before I have to come up with a plan. My plans don't always end well.
I don't like to repeat myself, monsieur.
Okay.
The stamp is sitting right in front of his stupid nose.
That's
I wish...
The gendarme will not... More importantly,
안 되겠다. 차를 조집시다.
I would love to beat the hell out of this fine vehicle, but if I get caught, I'll end up in the cell with him. Is it going to take the destruction of his beloved car before this arrogant bastard shifts his big fat bureaucratic arse? Something along those lines, I'd imagine.
좋은
But
방법이
maybe
있다고?
something more subtle.
도르래 거리.
This well dried up. I've had a natter.
오프랑으로 뭘 할 수 있을까? 기차역 한번 가볼까?
That's the way to the train station.
아, 떠날 수가 없군. 골목길. 아니야. 사막. 와,
End of the
단 거.
line. The sign says, danger. Do not cross the salt lake on
소금호수를
your
혼자
own.
건너지 마시오.
It seems the salt lake may only be crossed in the company of an experienced guide. And where does one find oneself such a guide?
일단 저장 좀 하고요. 여물통.
I'll take some hay with me, just in case. Break for lunch. Why does that not so?
아, 점심 먹으러 갔대. 소름.
This must be where
타임 진짜
I
쩐다.
can't break it off with. I should be able to break off some crystals. Got it. I've levered off a piece
아,
of crystal.
이젠 설리를. 아, 야, 자막한 사람
I've
겁나
ignored
웃기네.
warning signs before, often with disastrous consequences.
아, 자막 소름.
I can't clean it up.
아, 다듬어 달라고 해야겠다.
Ah,
이 크리스탈을 팔았으면 해요.
Would you be interested in a crystal?
let me have a look-see. This is no crystal. Well, not good crystal. This quartz is all over the Atlas Mountains. It badly needs to be polished up.
That's a shame. To tell the truth, I was hoping to sell it.
If you want me to, I could at least clean it up. Do you still have the coupon I gave you?
Yes, here it is.
Then this service is free of charge. Wait there.
오,
I'll do it now.
쿠폰 회수당한 느낌인데?
Your quartz, sir. Looking considerably
우와,
finer for
렌즈처럼
Jamil's
됐어.
light touch.
Thanks, Jamil. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you.
The processed quartz.
오, 불낼 수 있겠는데 이거? 야, 차 한번 불내자. 아, 안 되네. 에이씨, 차 불 못 내니?
Is it going something?
불 못 내. 왠지 건초 더미 어디 해가지고 불 태울 것 같은 느낌이 들거든요. 옹기점.
Nothing I want to. It's too. I'm obviously.
그 피리를 써서 낙타를 불러야 되는 것 같은데 이거? 음료수를 구하려면 어디서 구하지?
Assalam.
Do you
살만한 거
have anything
없을까요?
for 5 francs?
By Allah. 5 francs? Are you insulting me, stranger?
Okay, okay. Clearly, I'm not going to get very far
설마
in here.
염색
That's all for now.
염색약
Perhaps I'll come
사나?
around again later.
Salam.
염색약을 음료수로 뻥 쳐서
What can I do for you?
Ah, nothing just now.
Have an...
I don't really want.
아닌가?
I'm not 5 years old.
아무것도 뭐 할 수가 없네. 채소?
Salam.
Hello, it's me again.
이건
How much do
얼마죠?
these oranges cost, for example?
아,
10
오렌지 집
francs per
사서.
pound.
Well, that's a bit much.
비싸.
What about the pineapples there?
8 francs each.
My word, that's more than back home. How long do I have to stand here and bargain till I get these goods at the non-foreigner price?
I can't go any lower, I'm afraid. These fruits, they don't grow locally and are transported here by caravan. It's a long journey from here to the coast. This drives the prices up, as you can imagine. If you're short of money, come back this evening. I sell the old fruits at half price before I close my shop.
Wasn't planning on being here that long.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to give away.
Oh well. Who has? What can I...
잠깐만.
Thanks, but...
Salam. Salam.
뭐라고?
Hello.
멜론. 그래, 멜론을 해서
I'll take the half
음료수로.
melon.
Here you go.
오케이.
Thanks.
Salam.
좋아, 이거를.
Take that, melon. I won't be choking on any more seeds. I've hollowed out the pulp.
아, 그래서 그래, 물 해가지고. 좋아, 좋아.
I better get permission first.
아, 허락을.
Excuse me. May I have a drop of this water?
You must know that clean water is worth its weight in gold in this region. But I will allow you a small
아유,
drop.
착하시다.
Many thanks.
와, 이렇게 착한 사람 처음 만나 지금.
The melons.
비리 좀 빌려주세요.
I've got you some water in a beautiful and rustic melon-style container.
정감
Thank
있는
you,
수박무늬 바가지.
Please, take my flute and enjoy yourself. But do not get spittle on the mouthpiece.
Thanks. I'm very excited.
And don't forget to bring it back.
I promise.
좋아요. 낙타를 부릅시다.
Assuming the snake charmer wasn't winding me up, which he almost certainly was, I should be able to entice the camel over with my amazing flute playing.
아, 이게 뭐야? 아, 세상에. 어떻게 된 애야?
Hey, he wasn't kidding. Camels do love these tunes.
오, 예.
Gee up!
아, 발자국
Forward!
봐봐.
Come on, move!
He's rooted to the spot. Stubborn animal. I miss Kim.
건초. 아, 어떡하지? 피리.
Enough with the music. There it is. I don't think this camel...
아, 어떡해. 낙타는 불렀는데.
There's hay.
낙타는 불렀는데 뭘 어떻게 해야 되는지.
Ah, it's you again. What do you think? Care for a little game?
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital.
The opening.
I haven't...
But hey,
Might get me, but I need some...
여물통이요?
There's hay in the trough.
건초가 담겨 있어요. 건초 이거. 건초 내가 좀 가져갔지. 근데 뭐 여물통하고 뭐가 상호작용 되는 것도 아니에요.
Enough with them. That's what we call lateral thinking. If I
아,
follow the camel's tracks, it'll take me a safe route
뭉친
across.
싱크대. 뭉친
So that's the lake
싱크빅이겠지.
done. Where to now?
아, 이렇게 길 따라서 가는 거구나. 축제장으로 가죠. 오,
Assalamu alaikum.
살라 알레.
Welcome, stranger. We are happy to have new
아, 원래
faces
살라
join in our
알레이쿰이구나.
festivities.
Festivities,
근데
eh?
그 디아블로
Then I'm the right
푸드주사
stranger.
닉네임이 살라말라쿰이잖아.
What's going on?
We celebrate our forefathers banishing the demons
필이요?
from the mountains you see in the distance.
몰라.
Every year we hold a festival in their honor.
And today everything is really, demon-free.
Have no fear, stranger. Our ancestors were very thorough. Nobody here need worry about demons anymore.
Great. So what do you guys do for fun?
Wrestling matches are the most popular
레슬링
events.
시합이요?
You are a big Western man. Maybe you
Oh,
could
Pekula?
challenge our champion Aziz. It is years since he has been defeated, and anyone who ends his run can claim prize money of 100 francs.
Did you say prize? And money? And 100 francs?
Yes, stranger, but Be warned.
갈갈이 찢어놓는.
Aziz will most likely tear you limb from limb. In actual fact, I strongly advise you against challenging him. Perhaps you lack the physical requirements to face Aziz.
Hey, I'm bigger than I look. I'm not entirely sure that makes sense, but you don't need to make sense when you're as big as me. Besides, I've done stupider things than this before.
It's your life, stranger.
I'll take a closer look, at any rate. Thanks for the tip.
Hold on, stranger. You must keep in mind, the Berbers have very old and strict
옷 사야
traditions.
돼? 설마?
Appropriate clothing
뒷골.
is required in order to attend the festivities.
What's wrong with my clothes?
뒷골.
I like my clothes.
I expected a Westerner to be better dressed.
젤라.
Look at my clothing. This is called a jalaba, and you must wear a blue one in order to enter the festival.
Ah, but brown would better match my eyes. Just kidding. Of course I respect your traditions, but I don't have a jalaba, and I'm having some cash flow issues. Are you sure you can't make an exception?
Yes, but do not worry
아싸.
yourself.
티켓.
Take this garment ticket and go to the bazaar in town. You can hire a jalaba there.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. Sorry, I just usually expect these things to be more convoluted.
Get yourself a blue jalaba and come straight back. I don't want to miss a fight between you and Aziz.
See you later.
See you later. Salam. 젤라 봐주세요.
Assalamu alaikum. Oh, it's you again. What can I do for you?
I've got a garment ticket here.
By Allah, this agreement with the Berbers will be the death of me. Okay. What do you want to hire?
Do you have a blue jalaba?
What? While the Berber festival is on, blue
염색해야겠네.
jalabas have been sold out for weeks. All we have left is what you see here in front of you.
Damn it.
하얀색
I'll
젤라
take the white
말았어요.
jalaba.
Ah, a classic. You could not make a better choice.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam.
살람.
Hello, it's me again.
Welcome back. How can I be of service?
I hired a jalaba at the bazaar so I could visit the festival. But he was all out of blues.
Well, the traditional colors sell out far in advance.
Could you dye my jalaba blue?
Normally, I would say yes. If I can't do it, who can?
어어.
But unfortunately, I have other customers who want exactly the same thing done. I ran out of blue yesterday. But I'm waiting for some supplies.
What sort of supplies?
I need indigo. Lots of it.
Maybe I can get you some. Where do you find it?
The next major marketplace is in Algiers.
알제리.
But it would take you several weeks to get there. But the caravan containing the delivery is already by the town gates. There's a small oasis not far out into the desert. The nomads always set up camp there and give the animals something to drink. They should bring the indigo plants to town this evening.
아하, 쪽풀.
Damn, that's too late. Is there any other way?
You could travel out to the caravan yourself and bring me my supplies.
Perfect. Where is this oasis?
You can see the oasis from the hills in the southeast of the town. Speak to the caravan chief. He knows me personally. The order is fully paid for. But here, take this flatbread and give it to the chief. My wife bakes it using an old family recipe. And he always eats it whenever he comes into my shop.
오.
This way he will know that I have sent you.
Uh-huh. Well, okay, if you say so.
May Allah lead you there safely.
아, 진짜 착한 아저씨다. 이렇게 친절한 사람 처음 봐. 오아시스.
Phew. That's some heat. Ah, perfect. The caravan's still here.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
For a Westerner, always. Come closer.
Are you part of the merchant caravans from Algeria?
I certainly am.
Can you take me to your chief?
He stands before you. How can I help you?
My word, a bit of luck for a change. So it's like this. The dyer in town told me you have a shipment of indigo plants for him.
Yes, that's right.
He sent me to pick them up.
A likely story, friend. And how should I know you tell the truth?
This is going to sound a bit funny, but this bread should be all the proof you need.
Ah, from the dyer's
걸레빵?
wife. This is proof indeed. Please, take the plants.
오예. 아, 이렇게 순탄하게 풀리다니 아주 좋아요.
I thank you. This has been a most efficient transaction. I wondered why you stopped so close to the town. The city gate is only a few hundred meters away.
You don't know much about caravans, do you?
Is it the flight jacket that gives me away?
We have almost 40 camels in our caravan, and they are all fully loaded with goods for the merchants in Fez, Rabat and Marrakesh. If we pass a town along the way, we cannot possibly ride through the souks with all our animals.
Souks?
The rows of alleyway stores.
Gotcha.
We now load the goods bound for Marrakesh onto a few camels for transport into the city.
Makes sense.
But there is more. You must realize that we are nomads. We move from one place to the other and never settle anywhere. The hectic confines of a large settlement are often unbearable, which is why we only travel into town after dark, when things are quiet.
Hey, I think I just learned something. Thanks for your help.
가봐야겠어요.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye.
여긴 뭐 얻을 거 없나?
In a dry country, on the other hand, and who knows what else they're doing.
아이씨, 세상에 그런 생각을 또 하다니. 식물,
I don't need more.
가시나. 얻을 거 없나 본데? 가능한 건 없고. 여기요.
Hello, it's me again.
Welcome back.
I've brought the indigo flowers.
Excellent. Now I can produce more blue dye.
Can you dye my jalaba now?
Of course. Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Here.
Pure white. Yes, I can dye this jalaba blue. It should dry quickly in this heat.
아 뭐야?
You can wait here if you
하얀색으로
want.
고르길 잘했다.
It will be ready in half an hour.
Thanks. Do I, you know, owe you money for this? Because if so, we might have a problem.
One good turn deserves another. Thanks to you, I
헐,
have blue dye
대박.
again and can perform my duties.
지존
We
대인배.
are even now.
야, 돈도 필요 없대. 와.
Okay, I've got myself a blue jalaba.
야, 이런 공짜 아저씨는
I
처음
need to
봐
get on
진짜.
with things now. Hagen, Hilt and Co. can't be far behind. I have to get the bail money as soon as I can. I should probably go back to the Berber festival. Maybe I can pocket that 100 francs.
감동적이다.
I'd better get this jalaba on before I get there.
아, 갈아입으라고?
Ah, for an Englishman
yeah.
wearing traditional Berber robes, you look magnificent, my friend.
It took a little longer than expected, but we're good to go now, right?
Yes, yes, of course. Please, enjoy the festival.
Cheers.
오, 아, 다 파란색 젤라바 입고 있구나. 카펫상인?
I'm not much of a carpet boy.
시합 하러 갑시다.
I am looking for a challenger for Aziz the Invincible.
헐.
Who has the courage to challenge Aziz? 100 francs for anyone who can bring Aziz to his
말이
knees.
됩니까? 야, 키가 차이가 나는데.
Well, there are no blood splatters, so that's reassuring. Although it might just be no one stupid enough to fight him. Tellingly, these skinny-looking guys have no wish to square up to Aziz. A bucket of water. I'm not thirsty.
뭐지? 어떻게 할 수가 없나? 흥행구.
Ah, finally we have a new challenger for Aziz. This is your purpose here, stranger, yes?
I'm not here for the conversation.
Put your hands together for the challenger from the west. How should I announce you?
Well, my name's Fenton Paddock.
A dull name. Where are you from?
Hong Kong?
But you are British, no? Leave it to me. I am an expert in such things. Introducing the challenger from 10,000 miles away, here to fight against the champion of the Caramouche, Aziz the Invincible. Please, welcome to the ring, the foreigner, the 300-pound titan, the one and only Padlock! If Padlock can defeat the undefeatable Aziz, he will claim for himself a prize worthy of a champion. 100 francs. The rules of the game are very simple. The one who lies motionless on the ground for more than 10 seconds, or who is ejected from the arena first, loses.
Lose it.
Let the battle begin!
Oh God, what have I let myself in for?
Uh-oh.
I did warn you about Aziz.
I'm just trying to lull him into a false sense of security. Next time, it's the real deal. Jesus, I'll be lucky if I walk away from the next time.
카펫.
I'm not much of a...
아씨.
Is there nobody here who would like to challenge? Are you all cowards?
이 양동이를 뭐 어떻게 해야 되나 본데?
I'm not thirsty. I'm not thirsty.
양동이에 뭘 넣어야 될 것 같거든요?
It's a wonder my brains aren't on the mat after that tussle. Short of a miracle, or an... His arms are broader than my legs.
깍두기,
His
어머,
arms are... I've got no idea how...
독을 타자고?
I've been called strange. Can't wait to get this robe off. Blue's not my color.
오아시스에 뭐 없나?
I don't need more.
가위 같은 게 없는데요?
It may look...
수통도 없어. 필이나 돌려줄까?
Thanks for the flute.
Have I been able to convince you it has a special effect? Do you believe me now?
The camel practically fell in love with me. If only it worked on women. Thanks again.
잠깐 뭐
He
더 없나?
deserves a...
가게는 아직 안 끝나나?
Nothing I... It's a shop. That's the way...
기차역으로는 못 가고 채소
I'm
가게,
not going to...
염색약도 필요 없고 옷가게
I have a...
필요 없고 출구.
Ah, the
Oh!
quartz fits perfectly.
설마? 설마?
The sun's being...
아 여기다 건초 떠면서 불난 것처럼 보이게 하면
Refracted?
되겠다.
Anyway, it's forming a beam straight through the crystal.
오 예.
It's amazing how you can solve your problems by setting fire to things. The gendarme loves this car.
그치.
While he's fretting over the fire, maybe I can get to the stamp.
아 좋아요.
What's that smell?
Fire! Something's burning!
What?
What?
Nom de Dieu, the car!
탭댄스 봐.
Sacre bleu! Oh, children in this country can never be trusted. I've got to put this out.
Professor Hayes,
Yes? What's going on?
I've set up a distraction, but I can't move from here or I'll be spotted.
I see. A distraction from what, exactly?
From you stealing the gendarme stuff. Do you see the table?
Yes, there's a telephone, a stamp, and an ink pad.
I need the stamp. Can you reach it?
No, I'm afraid not.
Shit.
Okay. I'll think of something. Professor,
이거요.
try to pull the stamp towards you with this.
Okay. It worked! Here's the stamp. I'll give you the rod back in a minute.
Good work.
오케이.
Okay, that's one more stamped form. Hopefully Lacoste will hand over the goods now.
Here, Professor. Do you think you can get the stamp back on the table somehow?
I'll have to throw it, but it should be okay.
Good luck. Once the gendarme's back inside, I'll go speak to Lacoste.
오, 좋아, 좋아. 완벽해. 자, 오늘 로스트 호라이즌은 여기까지 하겠습니다. 다들 보시느라 수고 많으셨습니다. 우츠카레 추천하고 즐겨찾기 감사드리고요.